How do we enter into Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill without actually talking about one of the, I would say, the primary principle, which is principle number one, definiteness of purpose? When I think of definiteness of purpose, I think of it from the way that Napoleon talks about it. It's the actual beginning point of all achievement. So if I would look at it like a GPS driving a car, I would say that definiteness of purpose is your destination, where you desire to go, and then in the GPS it asks you for your location. It asks you permission to give you instruction to your goal, or the point, the place that you desire to go. And you need to tell it two things: where you want to go, actually three, how you want to get there is part of it, right? And the how may change. So it's not so much the how, it's the what are you planning on doing, and the how unfolds as you move forward. And then it asks you for permission of, can I locate you? Can I locate where you are right now? And I think that is a critical piece of moving forward in your definite major purpose. Because it's like, and I'm going to change to another, it's like a ship. It's a ship, and if I would think of myself as a ship, I would say that my mouth, my tongue, was tied to as a rudder of the ship. And the rudder is a small piece of the ship, but it gives it direction and focus and tells it instruction of how to get there, where to go based on how you turn it. It is a small piece in the big pie. And that's part of the way I look at it, to decide what I want to help me move forward toward the goal, and to get exactly what I desire my purpose is. And the thing about it is that this is one of the key principles of moving forward, and the greatest principle of achievement. Because if you don't know, it's like Alice in Wonderland, and she asks the cat which direction to go, and the cat asks her a question, and he asked her basically, where do you want to go? And she said basically she didn't know. And he said, well, it doesn't matter which road you take, because when a person doesn't know where they want to go, they can end up being aimlessly walking around, and actually not ending up anywhere, becoming frustrated, becoming drifting. That's the word I'm looking for. Drifting by not using their mind to their definite major purpose, by not using their emotions, their desire connected to their definite major purpose, because desire is the thing that flames it, right? So if I was to look at it and give some points of Think and Grow Rich and definite major purpose, about the unwavering commitment it takes to walk out our definite major purpose. It does include some strategies and some tactics, right, to get there. However, not getting caught up in just the strategy or just the tactics is critical. It actually is part of an exchange that we provide, because if this is what I want, and this is my definite major purpose over here, then I need to determine what I'm willing to give up in exchange for that. And that is one of the powerful pieces of it. So you need to clarity. When you're focused and you're building clarity, it actually builds on your conviction. Because if I know where I want to go, and I know with passion and decision that this is the place then I become more convicted at it. From the biblical perspective, I would look at Habakkuk 2:2, and it says, write the vision, make it plain, so that men can run with the vision. So many times in our lives, we know the vision, or a person, we have a visionary, and they know it in their head, but they don't write it down. They don't share it in such a way that other people can run with it and move forward in it. And so without that, people end up wandering or doing what they think is right because they have no instruction, no guidance. And even as an individual, when we have a definite major purpose, if we don't write it down, if we don't put legs to it, if we don't do something and determine that it is driving our commitment, is driving our time, is driving our resources, then the possibility of us achieving it becomes slim to none. So you fuel your definite major purpose. One of the ways you fuel it is with emotion, the emotion of desire, the emotion of faith, and the emotion of passion toward purpose. And then fueling the motivation, one of the motivating factors is persistence. And persistence is such a powerful tool because it tells me, or for at least in my world, no matter what, the plan is to get to the goal. No matter what, I may have to change the vehicle I'm using. I may have to go through some roadblocks. I may even have to change from a car to getting on a boat, a ferry to take me across a large body of water. However, I'm still headed there. However, I have not shifted my mind. However, I am still committed. It's not about the little things or the process. It's about the vision and purpose. So then when I say all of those things about whether it's a ferry, whether it's a boat, whether it's a car, those are actually decisions that I create and make to get there. Persistence is the actions and the decisions connected to those things that will allow me to get there. When I talk about being strategic or tactical, those are aligning to the decisions and the actions it takes to get there. When I talk about those things, it gets me to my ultimate goal, because through persistence, that is how I get there, regardless to what happens, regardless to what's around me, regardless to other people's opinion. I continue to move forward, regardless to distractions, because distractions will happen. Regardless to any of those things, I stay focused on the long-term goal of getting there. And that is something that we being committed to the results, the end goal, and not again being married to how, because the how could change. It's the why and the what. And that is the key for me as it relates to my definite major purpose. Because those things, my why and my what, helps me to unleash untapped potential. So potential is power that is untapped. Potential is power that is untapped. Because a lot of people have potential, but not everybody taps into that power to do definitive things to get to the place that they desire to move forward toward their definite major purpose. And that's what that is. All of those things are included. The meaning of everything that I do, how is it related to what I was created, the problem I was created to solve, my definite major purpose moving forward. And I must say this from this perspective, is that there's a lot of things in my life that I have done. I've worked in corporate, I've worked in private sector as far as the government's concerned, and I've worked for a really amazing nonprofit. All of those things are helping me get to my definite major purpose. All of those things, the good, the bad, the ugly, me being homeless, all of the things that have happened in my life is connected to this definite major purpose. Some of the things that I went through was positive, and you'll go through have been positive in your life. Some of the things that you've been through may appear to be negative and were actually negative in your life. However, getting the opportunity, learning from those things to bring it together in a place where everything will be used for your good. It didn't say that it was good. It said it will be used for our good. So how do you take all of the touch points in your life? How do you take all of those things and align yourself to your definite major purpose? My definite major purpose, when I look back at it, the picture in front of me has changed somewhat. However, the passion in me has not. I've always been passionate about people. I've always been able to look and intuitively look at a person and say there's more in them. Now that has gotten me in trouble in some sectors that I worked for. However, it is my power that moves me forward. It is the power that was given to me, and it's my superpower. So when we look at our lives, what are the things that right now you're looking at that other people said that may not be the best, or they questioned you, but now you see how it's alignment to your definite major purpose. Your goal is become your superpower. So as I get to a place of closing, I'm going to say, since I brought up superpower, one of the things that I think when I look at superheroes, one of my favorite superheroes is actually Batman. And most people say, why choose Batman? It's because Batman, yes, he wore a cape and he wore, all of that stuff, but his power was in him. It was always in him. Even though he was very wealthy and all of those things, his power came from within, and he used all of his resources toward his definite major purpose. It wasn't based on something that he accidentally was in some laboratory and got this superpower. It was his intellect. It was his desire. It was his passion. Alfred was part of his mastermind, and he was serving others. So those are the beautiful things about moving forward as it relates to my definite major purpose. It's heart, it's intellect, it's what's in me. It's my mind, it's my will, it's my emotions, it's my faith, it's my compassion, it's my passion, it's my pain that I've had in the past that I have converted and transmuted into power. It's all of those things. And it's the people that I get a chance to serve. It's the people that I get a chance to support their journey and become their guide, why they are their own hero and shero in their own story. So that is the definiteness of purpose. As you move forward, so the question that it provokes for me, for others, is what is your definite purpose? What ignites the fire within you and fuels your determination to achieve, to literally achieve the extraordinary success that you were designed and created for? What is the thing that you look at that causes you to be upset or mad or passionate about fixing? Who are you under all those layers of what other people have said? Who are you? Knowing your definite major purpose, regardless the age, will then align to the decisions that we make. It will cause our money, our resources, our time, our energy, our mind to shift in a direction that will cause us to gain power and momentum. Knowing your definite major purpose will cause everything to shift and cause you, I believe, to move in what other people would say was disruptive. I would say causes you to be a positive disruptor in a way that would impact other people's lives for the good. At least that's what I'm doing. I'm a disruptive person. I don't look at just the status quo. When a person says they can't, I want them to see the side of, how can I? Because that utilizes our power in our brain to move forward in such an amazing way, because our brain serves us. And when I give my brain, when you give your brain a question, it is committed and required and created to help you solve it. So when you look at the possibilities of your definite major purpose, don't look at it from you can't. Look at it from, how can I? Yes, how can I move forward, and who can I attract like-mindedness to support and move forward? So again, definite major purpose is the main thing for the main thing, right? It is the one thing that causes us. It is the power of the beginning. It drives us. It pushes us. It causes us. Our purpose, our unwavering commitment to a clear goal with specific and critical movement, driving force behind every action that we take and the decisions we make, and our mindset. Go for, reach after, run toward, actually draw your definite major purpose in. Attract it. Attract it to you. It's in you. So attract it to you. Attract the people that you need. Attraction is a key for your next steps. So go after it. Go after it mentally, emotionally, physically, right? Go after it. But it's not just a movement, it's an attraction. So enjoy attracting the next level of your success as you make decisions for your definite major purpose. You're worth it, and you can do it. You got the power. It's in you.